The point of no return. Meghan overplayed her hands and turned miserable Prince Harry into a frog. At this point in time, Harry must surely see his life as an endless series of PR gimmicks and disjointed efforts at pretending to be important and relevant. If Prince Harry tried really hard, it should be able to recall when he was an important person and an integral part of an important institution. Of course Meghan's making mistakes and it's all backfiring on her. She's made big deals to get the publicity but not producing anything. She's mentally deranged in some way. Her letter stated that she's been suffering since her daughter was born. Meghan doesn't understand the rules of the monarchy and now proves she doesn't know the Constitution. How about her stopping destroying her own birth family by her constant evil actions and her husband's? Harry's early years were not without controversy either, as he was involved in a number of stories, including one in which the prince was photographed at a costume party wearing a Nazi outfit with a swastika armband. Prince Harry was struggling to find himself and had problems with anger before he turned his life around and met Meghan Markle, a new royal biography author claimed in a recent podcast. In a recent episode of the podcast royal author Andrew Morton, reflecting on the Duke of Sussex's life before he met the former actress, claims that Meghan would not have fallen for Harry if she had met him 2 years earlier, when he was allegedly living a crazy life. According to the writer, Harry was stumbling out of bars disheveled and the worse for wear for drink, and he didn't seem to have a compass, he didn't know which way to turn. And at that time, he was struggling to find himself, struggling with the loss of his mother, and as a young man he wasn't always the popular Harry of popular imagination, Morton added. Morton claimed that as a result of some of his actions, the Duke of Sussex was labeled with certain derogatory names. The royal biographer also mentioned how Harry's creation of the Invictus Games, a sporting event for wounded, injured, and sick service people, helped him to get his life back on track right before meeting Meghan. In 2016, the prince and his now wife Meghan were introduced by a mutual friend and began dating. In May 2018, the couple married in a grandiose royal ceremony before stepping down from royal duties and relocating to the US in March of last year. So Meghan, as she says herself, her favorite word is classy, and Harry wasn't particularly classy 3 or 4 years beforehand, said Morton. He'd cleaned up his act, he got involved in the Invictus Games, he'd found his cause in life, and he stuck to that, helping disabled mentally injured soldiers and servicewomen to find themselves. And I think that was something that helped him find himself as well. Harry established his charitable Archie Foundation with Meghan after relinquishing his royal duties. According to the Archie website, the foundation's core purpose is to uplift and unite communities, local and global, online and offline, one act of compassion at a time. We believe that compassion is the defining cultural force of the 21st century, and through the work of our 501c3, we support a growing community of partner organizations fueling systemic cultural change. Furthermore, Meghan and Harry recently have signed deals with Netflix and Spotify, and adopted a celebrity lifestyle, while also causing great irritation to his family with his frequent revelations and accusations against his relatives.